Just gonna swizzle that around, and that's gonna be good. One for me, one for you. That's the floral essence of the black locust. Yeah, the black locust, also called the False Acacia or Robinia pseudoacacia. It's a tree in the bean family that has clusters of white flowers tinged with a spot of yellow. I'll show you how to use these flowers to make 2 different cocktails, one of them with a snowball. Hey, welcome to Haphazard Homestead. I'm Holly Chris. I'm glad you're here. Black locust trees have spread across many parts of North America and around the world. They're even considered invasive in a lot of places. When they bloom in the late spring, there are lots and lots of flowers that smell so sweet, so fragrant. I like to take some of the flowers and put them in jars. I'd let the flowers sit out 10 to 20 minutes to give any insects a chance to escape. I do make sure not to put any green leaves in the jar. I've experimented with stripping the flowers off of their center stalk or leaving the flowers on the stalk. Then I fill the jars with gin, straight up gin. I don't think it matters what kind, because the floral essence of the black locust flowers is going to end up dominating what that gin tastes like. I just make sure the flowers are covered. Then I put the jars in a cool, dark place. For how long? Well, some foraging books don't say at all how long to leave the flowers in the gin. Some sources will say a couple days, others say a month, and then others say bleh. They don't even see what the fuss is all about. I've experimented with this over the years, and the length of time that the flowers are in the jars really does matter, and shorter is better than longer. I think letting the jars sit somewhere between a week to a month works out pretty good. Waiting too long doesn't ruin anything, it's just that the floral essence fades away. Gin made with flowers that still have their stems on does seem to hang on to that flowery flavor for a longer time. So, if you make black locust gin with the early flowers when the trees are first starting to bloom, and you leave the jars sit for only a week or so, then you'll still be able to find some fresh flowers to put in with your cocktail, and it will look all fancy. When I take the flowers out, I don't get rid of them. I'll show you how to use them in a minute. All I do is strain the gin out, put the flowers in their own jar, and then I put that jar in the freezer to keep the flowers until I want to use them. The black locust gin itself keeps that floral essence for a good 6 to 8 months, as long as it's kept in a cool, dark place. It doesn't have to be in the freezer. I don't make a lot of different mixed drinks or fancy cocktails. I'm sure you can come up with a variation that fits the style of cocktail that you like. This is just one way that I use this black locust gin to make a simple drink. It's not sweet at all. I don't use any ice. I use frozen plums instead. These are little methyl plums from a tree here on the homestead. I add some mint from around the yard, then I add the gin, and then some basic club soda. That's it. Oh yeah, that's good. Oh, to your health. That's a good little drink. Now what about those flowers? Those black locust flowers have soaked up a lot of gin. It would be a shame to throw them out. They're flavorful, but to be honest, they're pretty chewy. So here's a way that I've come up with to enjoy them. I'm not saying it's healthy, but it's good. I just blend them up with some sugar, and then I add some snowballs that I keep in the freezer. Fresh-made snowballs get more like snow cone ice as they age in a freezer. They're great. I blend the snowballs in and make a black locust slushie. Nobody sells anything like that. You have to make it yourself. It's amazing. This slushie? Holy smokes, brain freeze. That's delicious. That's amazing. You could use a glass half that size and be pretty happy too. For more videos on eating wild black locust flowers, just click right there on the screen. I hope things are going well at your place. Thanks for watching. Bye.